You want to see something interesting? Take a look at this graph. According to this survey done by UKG, it shows the number of US employees who miss work on a particular Monday in February of every year. As you can see, the number has been steadily increasing over the years, reaching a record high of 18.8 million people in 2023. That's more than 10% of the US workforce and about the population of New York State. So, what in the world could possibly cause so many people to miss work on a random Monday in February? The Super Bowl, the most watched sporting event in the US and one of the biggest cultural phenomenons in the world. Millions of people tune in to watch this game, the halftime show, and the commercials.
Yo. What's that? What's that?
All while attending parties with family and friends, enjoying amazing food and celebrating the end of the NFL season. However, the result? A lot of tired and hungover, joyous or disappointed, unproductive workers the very next day. Some of us may even call in sick, take time off, or work from home. Either way, the impact on the economy is significant. According to one estimate, the lost productivity for absent and distracted workers on Super Bowl Monday is about $6.5 billion. So, why not make it easier for everyone and just declare Super Bowl Monday a national holiday? Makes sense, right? That way, people can enjoy the game without worrying about work, and employers can avoid the hassle of managing a reduced or inefficient staff. Sounds like a win-win situation, right?
And the Super Bowl is now the day, the second largest day of spending on eating in the year, next to Thanksgiving. So we now have this, what otherwise would be this national holiday, where people really want to spend money and have a good time, have Super Bowl parties and so forth.
Well, it's not that simple. First, we need to understand what makes a national holiday in the first place. According to the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, there are 11 federal holidays that are observed by the federal government in most states. These holidays are either religious, historical, or patriotic in nature, and they commemorate important events or people in the nation's history. They're also established by law, which means the Congress has the power to create or change them. So knowing this, it's safe to say no one has ever attempted to go to Congress and try to make the Super Bowl a national holiday. Well, yeah, they have. In 2014, a petition was launched on the White House website asking then President Obama to declare the Monday after the Super Bowl a national holiday. The petition argued that Super Bowl is an unofficial holiday that brings people together regardless of their background, beliefs, or political affiliation. It also claimed that giving workers a day off would boost the economy as they would spend more money on food, drinks, and merchandise. The petition, like any other, needed 100,000 signatures to get a response from the White House, but it only got like 13,000. In 2017, another attempt was made by the ketchup company Heinz. Yeah.
It is about time that we made that not-so-awesome Monday more like that awesome Sunday. It's a Sunday Monday. Sunday! You could be responsible for the creation of a new national holiday.
The campaign encouraged people to sign an online petition, and if it reached its goal of the 100,000 signatures, then they would present it to Congress. However, the campaign didn't seem to have much of an impact and was looked at more as a gimmick than anything else.
I'm signing a petition right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
so
right
I'm
there,
going on Heinz, yes.
But I doubt we could have it all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
On the bright side, since this was a social media campaign, they didn't have to spend money on a Super Bowl commercial. They used that budget and gave their employees that Monday off following Super Bowl 51. So, kudos to Heinz. And just recently in 2023, 2 Tennessee lawmakers proposed a bill to make the first Monday after the Super Bowl a state holiday.
The 2 Tennessee lawmakers, Representative Joe Towns Jr. and Senator London Lamar out of Memphis, wouldn't add this to the list of holidays. Instead, they'd want to replace it with Columbus Day. If it gets approved, it would go into effect immediately. It's not something we'd expect this year since the game is less than a week away, but we could be the first state to have the day after the Super Bowl becoming a state holiday.
The bill is pretty simple. The Tennessee Code would be changed by deleting the language the second Monday in October known as Columbus Day, and by inserting the language the first Monday after the Super Bowl known as Super Bowl Monday. The main idea behind this change is knowing that at the federal level, the bill will almost certainly never happen, but getting it done at the state level seems slightly more realistic. But the true question is, why did these efforts fail? Well, there are several reasons. First of all, making a new national holiday is not easy. It requires a lot of political support and economic justification. It's also going to face a lot of opposition from different groups such as employers, religious organizations, and other stakeholders. For example, some employers may argue that giving workers a day off will reduce productivity for their company and increase costs. Secondly, and this may be controversial, not everyone likes football. According to a 2023 survey by YouGov, only 56% of Americans said they plan to watch the Super Bowl, while 44% said they couldn't care less. Therefore, making the Super Bowl a national holiday may not appeal to a large segment of the population who may feel excluded or alienated by the celebration. Another reason, the Super Bowl is not really a national event. Like, literally. It's a private event organized by the NFL, a for-profit organization that has its own interests and agendas. The NFL doesn't represent the government, the people, or the culture of the United States. It is a business that makes billions of dollars from advertising, broadcasting, and merchandising.
Obviously, we understand what the end goal is and the bottom line goal is for the NFL, especially an event of this magnitude. It's about money. That's always been the end goal. It's not for the true, authentic fans that work hard to support their team 8 weeks out the season at home. They're priced out. They are priced out based on the prices I saw.
Fans are clamoring to get their hands on tickets right now, and this year's are some of the most expensive.
Yes, sir.
On SeatGeek, the average ticket price a whopping $12,082.
Come on.
The current listings on the site, the cheapest ticket was more than $9,000.
Yep.
May need to dip into savings to go.
I have to play in the game if I'm paying that money. Or at least call some plays from the sideline. Come on, guys.
The Super Bowl is not a public service but commercial entertainment, albeit amazing entertainment, but still commercial. Therefore, making the Super Bowl a national holiday may not be appropriate or ethical, as it would give the NFL even more power and influence over not just the country, but the world. So, with me saying all that kind of just puts the national holiday talk to rest, right? Well, not necessarily. It's America. There's always a possibility that things may change in the future, depending on the political climate, the public opinion, and the economic situation. Maybe one day the Super Bowl will become so popular and influential that it will be impossible to ignore. Maybe one day the Super Bowl will become a symbol of unity and diversity that will inspire and motivate the nation. And maybe the Super Bowl will become even a bigger tradition that will enrich and enhance the culture. But until then, we can still enjoy the Super Bowl for what it is, a fun and exciting event that brings people together, at least for one night. Even though it's not a national holiday, the Super Bowl still has many positive effects on society. It creates a sense of community, camaraderie, and competition among fans, friends, and families. It stimulates the economy as people spend money on food, drinks, and merchandise. It showcases the talent, skill, and passion of players, coaches, and performers. It entertains, educates, and informs the viewers with its thrilling action, captivating stories, and memorable commercials. It celebrates the spirit, the values, and the achievements of the nation. So, whether you're a die-hard fan, a casual viewer, or a non-watcher, just like any other holiday, the Super Bowl is something that you can appreciate and respect, even if you don't celebrate it. And who knows, maybe one day you'll get to enjoy a day off after the Super Bowl without having to call in sick or take a personal day. But until then, just go to work.